is it about the start of making a YouTube channel where you've actually just been in front of the camera for the first time that makes people so awkward and nervous? Well, hello world. My name is Adele. I have been the owner and operator of Tree Change Soaps here in Australia for 3 years. If you'd actually like to see more stuff about what I do and how I make it, and possibly a few recipes in the near future, stay tuned. Now that we've got that messy intro out the way, I'd like to formally introduce myself. Hello, my name is Adele. I have owned and operated Tree Change Soaps during the precipice of COVID lockdowns when I started making them, and with my inheritance from my sadly passed nana, I decided to go and do bath and body products as a side hustle, and it has turned into a very much a passion of mine. I was hoping to actually do a video today just to actually go and tempt you guys into tuning in. This is one of my lovely bars of soap. This is a tea tree and charcoal. A lot of you are asking, well, why tune into a new soap maker channel when there's so many out there? Well, number one, I'm awesome. Number two, each soap maker has different recipes and stuff like that, and a wealth of knowledge to actually share. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm thinking today what I'd like to actually do is make a soap, because that's what I predominantly do. What else? I live in country Victoria, Australia. I have one cat, and I trained for 10 years in jewelry making. What else is there to know about me? I'm kind of quirky, as you can probably tell from my background, but yeah, it sort of goes into my soaps as well. So yeah, some of them may look normal, some of them may look a little kooky. I hope you like the video. First of all, let's get changed into some PPE. So some of you may be asking what PPE is. PPE stands for Personal Protection Equipment. Now, PPE can range from various things just depending on your different industries. So for cosmetics, obviously, because we'll be using sodium hydroxide, aka lye, we want to make sure that we're as protected as we can be. So the first thing I'm going to actually suggest is that you have a long sleeved jacket, jumper, shirt, something just to actually protect your arms. The second thing I'm going to suggest and would highly recommend are safety glasses, ones that actually cling around your cheeks and your eyes, so that way if the lye splashes up into your face or the soap butter, you won't get it in your eyes, because people go blind from that stuff. Third thing, gloves. And lastly, although you can't see them because I'm like right in front of the camera, I also have closed toe shoes on. So yeah, we will get to the soap making very shortly. See you soon. Welcome back. I'm just about to actually start mixing everything. I've just put the hot oils, the hard oils and the soft oils together, and I'm just waiting for those to cool down. And while I'm in the process, I thought I would actually show you how I mix my lye. So bear with me just a moment. So obviously we start with a clean workplace. We make sure everything's been sterilized in these two containers. In a past life I was a barista, so I was lucky to actually inherit these. I have my water and I have my lye. Now this water is demineralized water, simply because trying to find the other water here is very, very difficult locally. It will do the job. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gradually going to slowly pour the pre-measured lye out into my pot, and I'm going to mix it and make sure that it is thoroughly mixed in before pouring some more in. Now today we're only going to be making a relatively small batch of soap, simply because it's just a restock, and I've decided today that it would be fun to actually go and work with a favorite, which is called black raspberry and vanilla. It seems that everyone loves it. Personally, it's not my favorite, but it is what it is. Now, as you probably see, there is actually a little bit of vapor. I am actually in a very, very airy area, and I also have my fan on to make sure that I do not get those vapors in my face. Now, obviously, you can actually use a breathing apparatus, such as one of those masks, but I have no problem with doing this myself. It's whatever makes you more comfortable, but obviously not breathing in the lye would be beneficial. So I'm just scraping the last remnants of my lye in there. Making sure that I can scrape out this container as best as I can. And now I will sit this in a cold water bath. Be right back. Now, while that is actually going and sitting in a cold water bath and I have the water running, so excuse the background noise, I actually have a mixture of my hard oils, which includes cocoa butter, shea butter, palm oil, coconut oil, olive oil, all certified, which means that they're actually better for the environment. And I'm just going to let this cool off to the side. I have my jugs with my pre-dispersed colours in olive oil. So I have Twilight Purple, which is a synthetic mica from Heirloom Body Care. I also have, Pink Rose mica from Heirloom Body Care, just over here, which has already been pre-dispersed. And I also have some titanium dioxide. As for equipment, I have my mixing bowl, I have my, what do you call them things? Not a stand mixer. One of the milkshake blender thingies. I have a chopstick for swirling. I also have my thermometer, and this is going to tell me when it's actually safe for me to mix the two together. I will be right back just to actually go check on that water. So a lot of my friends here locally ask me why soap making, especially after 10 years of studying in jewellery, and it's simple as this. I love it. It's a creative medium that I can really get behind. I like presenting bath and body products that might be just a little bit healthier for people. I'm very much into the movement of if you can do it yourself, why not? So yeah, that's why I do it. What else? Oh, here's my pre-measured 30 mils of fragrance oil. So we will be using a single kilogram bar loaf. You can buy these on Amazon for $25. Very, very good value if you ask me, especially if you're wanting to get into soap making first and you're just starting out. So yeah, I'll be right back. So what I'm doing now is I'm just actually going to test the surface area of my oils to make sure that they're below 40 degrees. Some people prefer to soap at room temperature. Some people prefer to soap a little bit hotter. My ideal range is usually between the 30-40 mark. So I'm just going to go check on the water. Great. So my water is almost there. So I've taken it out of the cold water bath just to actually help it cool down a little bit quicker. And we are exactly at 40 degrees, which is fantastic, which means I can proceed ahead with everything. Now, what I'm going to do is gently pour onto the spatula my light water solution into the oils. Just making sure to actually scrape out everything. And I'm going to actually slowly give this a stir just to combine it gently before using the stick mixer. So yeah. Another useful hint is what I like to actually have on hand is paper towel. So that way cleanup is nowhere near as insanely messy as what it is dealing with oils consistently. So as you can see, it's kind of gotten a little bit cloudy there. That is good. That is just the lye slowly combining with the oils. So what I'll do now is I will actually connect my stick blender up. Now please bear with me because this is an old stick blender. I've had this thing for years. It is my absolute favorite, and literally it cost me 20 bucks. So thank you, Big W. That's all I'm going to say. For those in Australia, they will know what Big W is. It is essentially like a Walmart, and they provide relatively priced cheap goods for as little money as you can get. So don't expect the greatest quality. This thing cost me 20 bucks, and in my opinion 20 bucks well spent. So what I'm doing now is I'm just burping the blender. I might just put this around to this side because I'm left-handed, just to make sure that I've got the air out. So I'm just going to put this little baby to the side here, and we're going to combine the rest. So in the 3 pots I've just got coming into here, I have my oils, my micas and my oils, and my titanium dioxide dispersed in water. So I'm going to actually just do a little bit of a swirl. So I'm only going to put a little bit in here with the pink and the purple. Now I'm just going to test this purple today too, because I've been hoping that I can actually find a purple that doesn't need to be based with a neon behind it to actually remain vibrant. So here is hoping. Now what I will do from this point on, I will actually disperse the fragrance oil between the 3 of them. And once I've actually got this relatively stirred up with my spatula, I'm going to put this one back into the main bowl. I just wanted to combine the base of the titanium dioxide in here first, so that way I get most of the ingredients in. Alrighties, that's looking relatively well combined. So back into the main bowl we go. Now I don't know if you can see this, and I just want to show you this so you can actually see the uncombined, well, it's not uncombined, but it's me not scraping out the bowl, so you can actually see the color difference right there when it comes to titanium dioxide. So this will be my base, so obviously this will get majority of the fragrance oil. Because I've worked with black raspberry and vanilla, I am comfortable with soaping at it, but obviously with a new fragrance oil that you're not comfortable with, I would suggest putting it in last and hand stirring it. But for now, what I will do is I will pour majority of the fragrance oil in here, and then we're going to stick blend again. Now I don't know if you guys can tell, that has gone from a bright purple to a very muted grayish purple. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually try and add a little bit of a purple base to this with the neons. I don't like doing this, but unfortunately it is one of those things with some colors. Purple, blues, generally the ones that do it. So we'll hand mix that in the hopes that we can actually go and rescue it. And I don't think I can find my my neon purple. I might have to actually reorder it. Oh well. Now as you can see, this soap batter is just beautiful. It is at a light trace, barely a light trace, and yeah, I'm loving it. So I'm just going to give this one more little blend. Great. And that sadly is unfortunately how good we're going to get it at the moment, simply because I just need to restock on the neons. I could do the same with the pink, but I'm really after that pale peachy pink. A lot of people use super bright pinks. I'm just not in for it. So we have all of these set aside. I have my mold set aside. I have my markers there for my soap cutter. And let's get to start pouring. So everything has been sterilized. Everything is ready to go. So I'm going to start off with a really, really good helping of the white. And what I like to do, because it's been sitting for a little bit, and there is actually a reaction going on, and titanium dioxide has a tendency to thicken trace a little bit, I'm going to pour just a fair chunk in there and just make sure that I'm giving it a stir in between. So this is just called a drop swirl. So now I'm just going to go and pour, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Now the higher up you go, obviously the deeper it goes. So yeah. I like the element of surprise with drop swirls. So like a lot of people are like, why do you like something you have little control over? And it's the surprise of it when you cut it open. So we'll go up a little bit higher, and we're going to pour that nice and deep. Reserving just a little bit for the top, as you can see, and now with the purple. Oopsies. Clean that up. Give it a good tap down. And back in with the white. And I try and scrape as much as I can from it, especially with the price of olive oil these days. You've just got to be as mindful as you can on wastage. But yes, I did actually find myself a deal. Soap Made, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And instead of like, I think it's $1.10 per 100 grams. I don't know what that would be in pounds or ounces. I managed to get it down to like, I think the 80-cent mark per 100 grams. So obviously I'm not sponsored, but thank you very much to the people from Soap Made. They're absolutely wonderful. I'd also like to do a bit of a shout out to some of my favorite soap makers online, which is Keely from Soy and Shay, Mrs. Soap and Clay from Soap and Clay, and also, gosh, there's so many. Cat and Raven. I love Cat and Raven. I love how funny they are and how creative they get. Who else? I like Wicked Lee. She's amazing. Another Australian soaper as well. And yeah, if you guys actually get the chance, I would definitely suggest subscribing to them. They're a lot of fun. And even if you don't want to get into soap making themselves, they're very, very entertaining. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. Love you. Thank you for inspiring me. And yeah, we are almost done here. So I'm just loading as much soap as I can into the mold. Forgive the messiness. I'm a bit of a messy soaper, like hence the cleanup afterwards. But yes, so I'm just going to give it a good tap. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my chopstick and I'm going to give them all a bit of a swirl on the top. Perfect. Now I'm just going to do some swirlies, some cute little curly cues on the bottom. And in about 18 to 24 hours, you will see the results.
See you
Welcome
then.
back. It has been 24 hours since we've let our soap set up overnight, and here is the results. Now, as you can see here, the white is nice and set up. The purple has come back, and we've got that beautiful blush pink there. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to get to the cutting of it, and I'll show you it at the end. I am so sorry, guys. My camera, for some reason, the switch didn't go off, but let's have a look at some of the bars of soap. They smell absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously at the end of this, once this bar is hardened up completely and it's gone through the saponification process, I will shave down these soaps to give them a nice beveled edge, and I will stamp them with my logo. And it just smells absolutely wonderful. So this is a mix of the drop swirl combined with the chopstick swirl, just for a little bit of extra oomph, I guess you could say. But yeah. So I hope you guys have actually loved watching my soap making process. If you have, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share your channel with my friends. Yeah, these guys will actually sit and cure for the next month to 6 weeks, and then they will be for sale on my website, which I am in the process of actually getting up and running. If you would like to know more, please message below, and yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic